Welcome to the VR and Music Corner. I'm just kidding. It's just me. Don't be afraid. I like my mask. I actually bought this one year. I was playing in a band. We had a gig on Halloween night, and I went as Buckethead. I even had the chicken bucket on. I had the whole, wig. It was pretty cool. If you don't know who Buckethead is, just Google him. You'll see. Wears a mask kind of like this. Chicken bucket. Great guitar player. I don't play like him, but it was fun to go as him. I did have to shed that after a while because I noticed that after when I first started playing, the wig was kind of slick and that bucket on the inside was slick. And the bucket flew off at one point in the early part of the show, and I had to figure out a way to clamp it down. Anyway, this is an unplanned video. I was sitting here thinking tomorrow's Halloween, and I thought, I really look forward to watching scary movies. Now I'm a Christian guy. I tell people, people know me, know that. But I'm kind of like Alice Cooper. I like horror. I like scary stuff. I like getting scared. I took my wife to a haunted house one year, and that was that was an experience. I had to escort her through this one part in particular, where it was kind of claustrophobic, and I had to. It was interesting. But being that VR, I played some scary flat screen games back in the day that. They're not really scary. You just kind of lose it on the screen. But, VR really lends itself to that genre. I mean, it just does. And when I first got into VR, Christmas of 2018, I had the PlayStation 4 with the original VR headset. And, of course, my first game I played was Doom VFR, which really wasn't scary, but it was kind of scary in that I've played Doom for years, but now all of a sudden I'm in the room with these things, and these monsters you're shooting and stuff are like, one of them was like, crud, dude must have been 15 feet tall. I'm having to look up at him to shoot him and all this, and it was, that was just really my breakthrough into VR. And so then I got Resident Evil 7. Yeah, it was 7 that came out for that they ported over, and it was creepy. I mean, that game, there's times made me pee a little bit. But it kind of lost some of it because you had to play it with the controller, so that kind of takes something out of the immersion, I guess you might say. But there were parts of that game where I was literally scared. I mean, there was a room where you go upstairs and you work your way through this house. You're on this top floor. There goes my dog. And a ball just kind of, you can barely see, there's just like a little bit of light, and you see a ball just roll across the floor. And something's over there because something kicked the ball, but there's nothing there, And then something started popping off, and I felt like I was actually trapped in that house. Like I was stuck up on the top floor. And it's a video game, so you can't just crawl out a window or bust you got to go out the way. And so I felt trapped. And so that game, I'll be honest, I didn't finish it. I got probably about halfway through it, and that's when I got into Firewall, and I just became a Firewall nut for quite a while after that. But that game was pretty terrifying. If you, there's talk that they're actually bringing it to the PSVR 2, so you would have the hand controllers if they port it right. Might be worth revisiting. I'd probably try it again if they do that. My puppy's doing a thing where she lays on her back. Simone. She gets in a trance, like she won't stop. Simone, there you go. Anyway, I'm leaving it in. These are one-shot videos. I don't play around. We just do it like it comes. So I'm thinking, okay, what other scary games have I played in VR? On the original PlayStation, when, like I said, Doom VFR, but Doom 3 was ported over. And that is actually it was actually done very well. If you have the aim controller and you still have your PSVR 1, get Doom 3. And it comes with the expansion pack. And it's really good. It's a lot of fun. It's a good shooter, but it's also got some very creepy moments in it that kind of scare you a little bit. So thinking back, and then now we got PSVR 2 rolling around. Last year I played Propagation Hotel Paradise Propagation Paradise Hotel. That's what it was. I almost said Paradise Lost, but that's a book, so, so that's not that one. But yeah, Propagation Hotel Paradise. Anyway, that is a great game. It's only $20. You can get it on Quest and PSVR 2. It's also on PC VR, if I'm understanding. So, I mean, for a $20 game, the graphics in that game are really good. And there's parts in it. My wife was just laughing watching me play it because, she's not, she can kind of see what's going on the screen, because I was playing it on PlayStation, so it's on the social screen. And, but I'm sitting here freaking out and running and trying to, there's a part where this thing is chasing you and there's no way to kill it. You have to navigate your way through this area and get to this part where he can't get you anymore. And, yeah, he gets you a few times before you figure out how to get through it. I mean, the anxiety of having this thing right behind me. Yeah, there's some good jump scares in it. To be honest, I didn't finish the game. I tried it again the other day. I got to the boss fight, and I cannot kill that boss. I mean, it is frustrating. I've watched a video on how to do it twice. I may go up there tonight and try it one more time because I know I'm right at the end of the game, and I want to finish it. I want to see what happens. But I put it down for months, of course. I just got tired of messing with the thing, But it's a great game. So, yeah, check it out. $20. It's not bad. You can't go wrong. And then Resident Evil 8, of course, is that was a good one. I mean, there was parts in that game where I felt very trapped in a way. If you scroll through my videos, go way down there. There's one that I think it's called Resident Evil 8 Scary. I clipped that part of the game, or a live stream. I think I clipped it. But anyway, all I can tell you is there's a mutant giant Jabba the Hutt looking baby. And they do such a good job with it because you're in this dark hallway. You've worked your way through. You're in the very back of this house, and there's no way out except to go back the way you came. And it's a long, dark hallway. And as you're leaving the room to go back out, you can hear this little baby cry type thing, and I was like, something's not right. And I felt, like I said, they did such a good job with the game, so I felt trapped. Like that's the only way out. But there's definitely something down there. And then you kind of slowly see it coming through slowly lighting up to where you can see this thing coming at you, and it's like, and there's a lot of running and hiding, and you got to outsmart the baby to get to the elevator to get out of there before he gets you. They did a really good job with that. I mean, it gets your anxiety levels up. There's some, again, more jump scares, crazy stuff. I just started playing Resident Evil 4 on the PSVR 2. A few days ago, actually. I just bought it. It's on sale for $20 right now if you're watching this video in October of 24. It's going to be on sale a few more days. I think it's on the 2nd it ends. But for $20, I thought I got to try it, because I played it a little bit on the Quest. It's been out on Quest for a while. And I played through it for a while. It was something about it, like the coloring of it was kind of washed. I don't know. But it looks like on the PlayStation they redid it, and it's much more graphical. It's much more colorful. And there was just some parts in it where, like I said, I haven't gotten that far into it yet, but it's more of it's a lot more shooting and action than some of your other Resident Evil games. But there are some scary parts to it, and I mean, there's parts where, like at the very beginning, where you're in this house and you have to go down this basement, and again, you can't go out. The only way to go out is the way you came up, and you can hear the footsteps coming down those stairs, and there's somebody coming, and this is that feeling of, oh no, I'm trapped down here. I've got my gun out, and I mean, I'm like going at it commando style. I've got the double grip going. I got my pistol out. I'm ready. So it's a lot of fun. Like I said, I enjoy getting scared. I think it's just a lot of fun. But other than that, I haven't tried. I don't do any of the evil video games. Any like The Exorcist and stuff like that. And nope, I don't mess with that stuff. I don't want nothing to do with it. But any type of monsters or stuff like that, I can handle that. So, other than that, you got some zombie games. You know, of course, like Arizona Sunshine. Which they just did a remake, Arizona Sunshine 2, which really aren't. Those games really aren't scary. They're more of a shooter, but it has zombies in it. So some people may find just zombies scary. But there's both of those games are very good. The remake, the graphics are really good on Arizona Sunshine. The remake, I would highly recommend playing for you, especially if you've never played Arizona Sunshine. Check it out. I did a video, a live stream of it. If you scroll through my live streams, I live streamed it the other day, and you can get an idea what the game. It looks like a modern game. They did a good job with it. They did a really good job, and I'm pretty good ways through that one. I think I'm pretty close to the end of it, and plus the thing of it is I haven't played the original one in so long. It was like a new game again. So there's lots of it I don't remember, So, but Arizona Sunshine 2 was great. I really enjoyed that one. Again, a lot of action. It's not as much as I would call a scary game, but but again, zombies, a lot of creepiness. There's some parts in it where you got to figure a way out and fight your way through this horde. And so yeah, it was good. I'm trying to think of any other scary games I've played. I've been wanting to try Madison. I almost bought it the week it came out, but I didn't, and I can't really remember why. But I do want to try that one. Overdark was another one I was thinking about trying. So I'll probably pick those up one day when a sale's on. I'm kind of short on new games to play. I'll probably pick those up. But Phasmophobia just came out on PlayStation, but I've heard the graphics on it. I've seen some videos on it where it's a little janky. Just maybe wait for a patch on that one. But still, but from what I understand, from what they also did say though, it is still scary. There's some good stuff, some stuff in there that'll freak you out. So, but yeah, trying to think. That's about all the scary games I can think of. Some of the games are, those games that I mentioned. The thing that they're good about is they can build up your anxiety. Like if you like getting scared, if you don't like getting scared, and that's not you, probably not the games for you. But if you do like that, if you're the type that in October you like to go to the haunted houses or watch scary movies in the dark and all that kind of stuff, you'll enjoy these games. They're a lot of fun. Like I said, they build up your anxiety. They have a way. Some VR games you can go into say a house or a building, and it's like you're in here. But then there's some games that do it to where you feel like you're really in there. Like it's just more immersive, I guess is the word that everybody likes to throw around. And those games all do that very well. So yeah, check it out. And like I said, if you don't have any of the new stuff yet, but you still maybe you got the old PlayStation, play the games I mentioned. They're a lot of fun. But definitely try anything Resident Evil in VR has been fun to me. The only thing about Resident Evil 4, and I guess it was this way in the other ones too, Resident Evil 4 was not built with VR in mind at all, from what I can gather. And it came out probably before VR was even really a thing. So, whereas 7 and 8, 8 definitely they had more VR in mind. I think the port for 7 came out a while after the game had already been released on flat screen. It was kind of like an afterthought, it seems like. But 8, they released it with VR support, so where they were headed. So, but with 4, you can definitely tell it's a port, not something that was built for VR. Like when you're going up a ladder, you're not climbing. You go up to it, X, pop up. You hit the X button, and next thing you know, you're up the ladder. I think same thing when you're jumping off of something. You kind of, all of a sudden, you're down there. There's no. You do reload your guns manually though. You eject the magazine, put the new one in. You load your shotgun and pump it. So that stuff is in there. Opening doors, you open them with an X. So it's kind of a little of both, but still a lot of fun. And there's some really gory, goofy stuff in 4 that really, it was fun. I mean, I can tell I'm gonna finish that one. I'm gonna go through it and finish it up. But yeah. So just thought I'd make a quick video. Nothing was planned, nothing was scripted. I just thought, tomorrow's Halloween. I was thinking about going to play some Resident Evil 4 tonight. Maybe check it out. Try to get more. Maybe I'll kill that monster in Propagation. If you hadn't played it yet, it's a pretty big boss fight at the end, and there's a trick to killing him. I don't want to tell you what it is if you don't want to be spoiled. If you get stuck and you can't figure it out, go to YouTube. There is a video out there. There's more than one that'll show you how to kill him. But it's not just a matter of shooting him until he's dead. There's a process that you got to go through. But it's a good game. It really is a good game. Saints and Sinners. Saints and Sinners has some scary, some Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. I played the first one all the way through. The second one, I played it for a while, and then I stopped and started doing something else, and I just got sidetracked. I've only got so many hours in a day that I can play a game and do stuff, and so sometimes I'll put a game down for a while, maybe go back and finish it. Now, if it's a game I'm really into, I will power my way through it and play it all the way through. Just one day after that until it's done. But some of them I do have to come back to every once in a while. Simone says it's time to eat. Yeah, Saints and Sinners is good. It's both of them are pretty good. The weapon handling in that game, the pistols are pretty clean, pretty good. Anything one-handed feels pretty good. There were parts in Saints and Sinners where holding a two-handed rifle, sometimes it was, it wasn't quite lined up right sometimes. But it was better. It's better with the newer system. You got the better controllers. Whereas using the Move controllers for the old system, because the first game came out on the old system, so it wasn't quite as good with the tracking and all that. The pistols and the stabbing and all that was all pretty clean and pretty good. Whacking people with the axe and all that kind of stuff. But the two-handed controllers with the PSVR 2 are much better. So, any hoozle. What are your favorite games? What are your favorite scary games? Do you like scary games? Do you hate them and don't want nothing to do with them? Do you want to go play Moss or Beat Saber? Forget this stuff. I like that kind of stuff too. But I like getting scared. So anyway, check it out. Tell me what your favorite games are. Tell me a scary game that I haven't mentioned, and maybe I'll check it out. But anyway, y'all be good, everybody out there. Remember, it don't cost a thing. Peace.